She spun effortlessly in his arms, as if I had vanished into the shadows of the grand ballroom. The chandelier bathed the polished floor in molten gold. Their laughter rang out, too loud, too staged, exposing the secrets they believed I was blind to. I lingered, unseen, a ghost among the crowd, watching my wife melt into the arms of the man she once swore was meaningless. Our daughter's eyes lit up with admiration. She clapped quietly, convinced she was witnessing her mother's triumph, her moment of unchained joy. But I had spoken my boundary in clear, unwavering terms. If she dances with him, I'm finished. She brushed it off, dismissing my words as hollow. Now I'm gone, and they're left to sit in the ruins of their carefully chosen betrayal. For 20 years, I gave everything to Alina, a love that stripped me bare, demanding I bend when pride screamed for me to stand tall, a love that pushed me to forgive when every nerve in me burned to resist. Together we built a life, brick by brick, a daughter, a home where dawn spilled through tall windows, mornings steeped in the scent of coffee, days stitched together with laughter, wounds, and the strength to heal them. And then he came back. Nate, her childhood companion. Too familiar, too sly, always circling our fragile bond like a scavenger. I saw the change in her eyes whenever his name surfaced, heard the weighted silences when I pressed her answers. I sensed the cracks forming long before she realized she was already moving to his rhythm. Mara, just 17, idealistic, too young to see the shadows beneath, believed she was fighting for her mother's freedom. She thought she was defending Alina's joy, blind to the deeper treachery. Not an affair, not love, something worse, a betrayal of trust. When I drew my line, I didn't plead. My tone was calm, immovable. Alina, if you dance with him, I walk away. Not out of rage, but because I know my worth. She looked at me as though I were unreasonable, as if her desires were beyond my comprehension. But I understood more than she ever realized. That evening, Mara helped her slip into a scarlet gown, whispering encouragement in their private little world. Don't hold back, Mom. Take your happiness. I overheard, and in that moment, a stillness settled inside me. When she took the floor that night, gliding across the ballroom with Nate, my world didn't shatter in fury or tears. It dissolved into a cold, cutting clarity. Betrayal at this depth doesn't ignite rage. It sharpens you. The next morning, I moved with quiet precision. I cooked breakfast, drove Mara to school, kissed Alina's forehead. Routine cloaked my resolve. First, the money. Alina never involved herself in the accounts, never questioned where the money flowed. I shifted assets, liquidated what I could, and funneled it into a trust Mara could access only at 25, and only if she earned it. Then the house, purchased in my name when our marriage began. I altered the deed, inserting a transfer clause, one I'd revealed at the right moment. Next, the proof. Surveillance videos, hotel receipts, email threads, even her sessions with that dance coach she used as cover. Every detail cataloged, time-stamped, secured. For a week, I smiled brighter than ever, masking the storm within. Then came the finale, a private gathering I arranged under guise of celebrating my retirement. Alina appeared in that same crimson dress, Mara adjusting her hair like a dutiful daughter. Nate arrived late, grinning smugly, champagne in hand, strutting as if the night were his. The stage was ready. I stood at the center, glass raised. I want to honor my wife and daughter for their constant support these past months. I said evenly as applause rippled. Alina glowed. Mara nestled close. Tonight we celebrate. But first, a tribute. I nodded to the DJ. The projector flickered. Images filled the screen. Our wedding day. Mara's first stumbling steps. Snapshots of warmth and love. Then, the shift. Grainy footage of Alina and Nate slipping into a hotel. Her voice captured in a recording. He's suspicious. But I don't care. Silence swallowed the room. Then Mara's voice caught from my study doorway. Go for it, Mom. You deserve to dance. Finally, an image of Alina spinning in Nate's arms, radiant, unapologetic. I turned to face them. So yes, she danced. The air grew heavy. Alina's face drained pale. Mara froze in disbelief. I told you I'd leave, I continued, setting an envelope on the table. Inside, signed divorce papers, a deed transferring our home to my sister, who never tolerated Alina, and a note from Mara. You helped her betrayal. Every choice carries weight. Love demands loyalty. I walked out. No shouting. No backward glance. Just the cold night air swallowing me. The calls came later. Desperate, tear-choked apologies. Alina begging to meet. Mara insisting she never meant to wound me, that she only wanted to free her mother. But betrayal doesn't always roar. Sometimes it's the quiet choice to let someone bleed. Weeks later, I learned Nate had abandoned her. He wasn't ready for the fallout. He claimed. The thrill faded once the lies lay exposed. The house was gone. The accounts closed. Alina was left in a cramped apartment with paper-thin walls. Mara drifted between friends' homes. She called me once, voice breaking. I stayed silent until she finished. Then I said, "You danced too, Mara. You just never saw the cost." And I hung up. Closure doesn't always live in courtrooms or signatures. Sometimes it's in the mirror they face every morning, the silence they lie down in, the trust they shattered staring back at them in their losses. I loved them with everything I had, but I loved myself more. The night she chose to dance was the last night she knew joy without the taste of consequence.